Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of inspiration and realness. Also, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, and now the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself from his Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, Mr. Shenanigans himself, and the two-time Chilling 3000 2022 End of the Year Awards winner, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And this is episode 559. 559. Now, to the person who keeps by the name of Deheiner Cirillo Gonzaga. Deheiner Cirillo Gonzaga. You listen up and listen real good. I'm going to say this once, and I am not going to repeat myself. You keep asking me to do a Larson episode of Press Your Luck. No. I'll do it when I'm not in the mood, okay? I am not doing a Larson pattern episode of Press Your Luck. It takes the fun out of it, and Michael Larson got lucky. I did it on a couple occasions, but it's hard to keep up that pattern. I am not doing a Larson episode of Press Your Luck. Nope. So Deheiner Cirillo Gonzaga, do not ask again, or I am going to block you. Don't be a pest. All right? Don't be a pest. Just because I've not been waiting that much, I am not changing my format. Okay, so guess what? To you, Deheiner Cirillo Gonzaga, I ain't doing it. I told you stop. Don't ask again. I'll block you. Don't ask again. All right? No Larson pattern for Press Your Luck. None. I'm forbidding it. If I wanted to play it, I'll do it for fun. That's it. I'll do it separately from my Banks and Tamarkin Thursday episodes. That's it. But I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. No Larson episodes. None. No Larson patterns, I should say. No Larson patterns. Okay? No Larson patterns. And, in fact, let me get on with my wrestling here. Okay, we're watching, we're going to tell you what happened tonight on AEW Dynamite Double Jeopardy matchup. Ray Phoenix versus Claudio Castagnoli in a double Jeopardy match, which I think whoever wins what match, they get to choose which title to go after. If Claudio Castagnoli wins, him and the Blackpool Combat Club can go after the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team titles. If Ray Phoenix beats Claudio can get Ray Phoenix can get a shot at the Ring of Honor World title. But in the end, Claudio Castagnoli did win the matchup. Now, Renee Paquette was standing backstage in front of Tony Khan's office, about to get a word with Tony Khan, but then Miro, formerly known as Rusev, ended up returning. We had not seen him on TV for quite a while, and she asked him why. But Miro didn't say anything, but walked right into Tony Khan's office. And then MJF cut a promo on his opponents for Double or Nothing. You know how the condescending jerk that the Beavis-looking butthead really, really is. And FTR addresses the Detroit crowd accepting the challenge, wanting to accept the challenge with Team Lethal. Team Lethal comes out with Sanjay Butthead running his mouth, another Butthead, Sanjay Dutt running his mouth, Satnam Singh, Jeff Jarrett. And then Brock Briscoe tries to interrupt both teams with a drink. Let's be peaceful, let's have a drink. And so he's handing out cups, and he was pouring some drink. And then Sanjay Dutt grabs the bottle and spits the drink in Dark Howard's eyes. And it got to the point where the entire rest of the team of Lethal and Jarrett jumping on Cash Wheeler, and then Mark Briscoe's trying to stop the whole thing, and then all of a sudden Dax Howard thought he grabbed one of the guys from Team Lethal and Jarrett, ends up grabbing Mark Briscoe and pile drives him by accident. Cash Wheeler wasn't, because he was blinded by the alcohol drink that Sanjay Butthead spit in the face. As Renee Paquette interviews Chris Jericho, says, every time I'm in the building, Adam Cole's band and Roderick Strong interrupts him, challenging him to a false count anywhere matchup. But he says also banned from the building will be the Jericho Appreciation Society. So, but then, as Renee Paquette back in front of Tony Khan's office waiting for what's going on with Miro and Tony Khan, Thunder Rosa comes in, walks into Tony Khan's office. She said a few things, so. And then Sammy Guevara talked about his title opportunity in Double or Nothing. Chris Jericho and Ty Conti, his wife, said Ty Mello did talk, who's Sammy Guevara's wife, did talk about the opportunity that Sammy has in front of him. Tony Khan has a promo on Dynamite saying he's got a big and huge announcement that will be coming next week. The international title on the line. Orange Cassidy defends against Daniel Garcia, and it was a heck of a matchup. And then Cassidy did retain his title. The Outcast, Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter cut a promo for a trios match next week, which will happen as the Outcast. That will be Saraya, Ruby Soho, and the lovely Toni Storm going up against Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, the AEW Women's World Champ. Jamie Hayter and a former AEW Women's World Champ, the lovely Hikaru Shida. Meanwhile, then Tony Schiavone interviewed Christian Cage and Luchasaurus about why he's challenging Wardlow for the TNT title. Darby Allin cut a promo about the Double or Nothing title matchup, and he's showing off his skate park and everything else, and his dad hanging out with his father, which is really super cool. And he says he wants to do whatever it takes to be AEW World Champion. No holds barred. Julia Hart of the House of Black versus Anna J.A.S. And these two ladies beat the living snot out of each other, but in the end, Julia Hart did pick up the victory over Anna J.A.S. Renee Paquette interviews Best Friends and Bandito. And and they decided to choose what kind of matchup for the open house match. 20-second count out, disqualifications are enforced, and all the stuff like that. And then they wanted Julia Hart banned from ringside. So that's a good, smart move. But even though with Julia Hart banned from ringside, the House of Black did retain their titles against the Best Friends and Bandito. But while that's going on, Kyle Fletcher was attacking Orange Cassidy, and then it looks like Kyle Fletcher of Aussie Open wants a shot at the AEW International Championship. Ricky Starks cut a promo on Jay White as they go next week, and Ricky Starks vows to beat Jay White. In this steel cage matchup, Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley, these two brawl before the matchup started, and then Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta got involved. Brian Danielson was joining on commentary. And then the Young Bucks get involved, super kicking people, suplexing people, making sure that Wheeler Yuta and Claudio Castagnoli don't get involved in the matchup for the rest of the night. But little did they know, BCC says they had a plan. And then it was a hard-fought match. Both men, Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley were brawling, and then finally, Omega got hit the one-winged angel on Jon Moxley, and as Omega goes for the pin, Don Callis grabs a screwdriver and stabs Omega in the head with it. I was shocked because Omega was like family to Don Callis, and Don Callis was like family to Omega. What is going on? Why did Don Callis do what he did? But that gave, even after getting thrown around through a cage, Moxley and freaking Omega, Moxley continued on and ended up pinning Omega to win the matchup. But the big story is Don Callis betraying Kenny Omega. We don't know what happened. We don't know why. We don't know what story with Don Callis, but one thing's for sure that I know is that Don Callis is going to regret the day he's ever done that. And I'm sure Kenny Omega will be full of PMV when all is said and done. So, Double or Nothing will be coming in like 2 weeks from this Sunday. So, that's all the time we have on the show, as you know. Tomorrow we play some Banks into Market Thursday, and no Deheiner, Cirillo, Gonzaga. I am not doing the Michael Larson episode. I'm going to repeat that one more time. So, no Larson episodes from my Banks into Market Thursday. So, but tune in. I'll try to win a game, though, at least. So, until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget production. And in association with A Sweet Bowl for Raving Dingleberries Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another great episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Until the next episode, goodbye for now.